Many people are confused about carbohydrates, but keep in mind that it is more important to eat carbohydrates from healthy foods than to follow a strict diet limiting or counting the number of grams of carbohydrates consumed. Now, what are carbohydrates? Carbs or carbohydrates are molecules that have carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen atoms. In nutrition, the word carbs refers to one of the three micronutrients, the other two are protein and fat. Dietary carbohydrates have three main categories. Very first is sugar. These are sweet, short chain carbohydrates found in foods. For example, glucose, fructose, galactose, and sucrose. Second one is starch. These are long chains of glucose molecules which eventually get broken down into glucose in the digestive system. And third one is fiber. Humans cannot digest fiber, but the bacteria in the digestive system can make use of some types. Plus, eating fiber is vital to your overall health. One of the primary purposes of carbohydrates in our diet is to provide fuel for our bodies. Most carbs get broken down or transformed into glucose, which can be used as energy. Carbs can also be turned into fat for later use. That can also be said the stored energy. Fiber is an exception. It does not provide energy directly, but it does feed the friendly bacteria in the digestive system. These bacteria can use the fiber to produce fatty acids that some of our cells can use as energy. Sugar alcohols are also classified as carbohydrates. They taste sweet but usually don't provide many calories. They don't tend to be nutritive. Now then there is one term which is whole versus refined carbs. Though there is a lot of information floating around about carbs, keep in mind that not all carbs are created equally. There are many different types of carbohydrates containing foods and they can vary in their health effects. Carbs are sometimes referred to as simple versus complex or whole versus refined. Whole carbs are minimally processed and contain the fiber found naturally in the food, while refined carbs have been processed more and have had the natural fiber removed or changed. For example, whole carbs may include vegetables, quinoa, barley, legumes, potatoes, whole grains, oats, and beans. On the other hand, refined carbs may include sugar sweetened beverages, white bread, pastries, and other items made with white flour. Numerous studies show that refined carbohydrate consumption is associated with health conditions like obesity and type 2 diabetes. Refined carbohydrates tend to cause spikes in blood sugar levels, which can lead to a subsequent crash that can trigger hunger and lead to food cravings. They are usually also lacking in many essential nutrients. In other words, they are empty calories. There are also added sugars, which should be limited, as diets high in added sugars are linked to an increased risk of many different chronic diseases. While it is important to limit refined carbs and added sugars, whole carbs should be apart from a balanced diet. Whole food sources of carbohydrates are loaded with nutrients and fibers and don't cause the same spikes and dips in blood sugar levels. Numerous studies on high fiber carbohydrates, including vegetables, fruits, legumes, and whole grains, show that eating them is linked to improved metabolic health and a lower risk of diseases. Now, choose your carbohydrates wisely. Focus on eating fiber rich fruits and vegetables, choose whole grains, stick to low fat dairy products, eat more beans, peas, and lentils, and at last, limit added sugar. So, friends, this is it for this video. We hope you find this video helpful and informative. To watch more such content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you find this video helpful, do press the like and share button. Till then, stay healthy and stay fit and stay connected with Ingenious Ayurveda.